over
200
200
different names.
names.
Wow.
Emily's going to recite them all now in order.
We'll be here all day. Yes, I mean, it's, as a mom, I think it can be really confusing too, because a lot of these sound healthy, and some of the ones that sound the most healthy are actually the ones that we're most concerned about. So a prime example of that are the fruit juice concentrates that are being used to sweeten products for children, and then they're labeled as fruit juice sweetened, which, upon first glance, if you're not, up on this, you think, oh, that sounds really good. But actually that's a type of sugar that's really high in fructose, that is particularly damaging during growth and development. Micheal can elaborate more on that, because it pertains to some of the direct research that he's doing in his lab.
Or the one I like is organic brown rice syrup. This is one that is beautifully named because it sounds perfectly healthy. It's organic, it's brown, it's rice, but it's also syrup. And at the end of the day, it's the same as corn syrup. It's just not derived from corn. It's derived from organic brown rice, but it's still a syrup produced from rice in the same way that corn syrup is a syrup produced from corn. But it's the same thing at the end of the day.
Maybe you could elaborate a little bit for us on the fructose, like Emily mentioned, because people really do think that fruit juices are the way to go. They're healthy drinks. They are from fruit, so they must be healthy. So how is this fructose hindering our children?
Yeah, so, and just to be clear, we're not talking about in any way trying to demonize or limit consumption of fruit in its whole form. Fruit juice is very different because the sugars get liberated from the fruit and become highly concentrated and lose the fiber. So if let's say you eat an apple, you're getting 5 to 10 grams of fruit sugar from that apple, but you're also getting the fiber. And because of the way the fructose is packaged inside the cell walls, that fructose is released very slowly into the body. So the absorption, and that slow absorption turns out to be metabolically important, because when that happens, the gut can actually convert some of that into glucose, and only a small amount of it reaches the liver. However, when you drink a glass of apple juice, maybe you've juiced 3 apples to get enough juice to drink in a glass. So nobody's eating 3 apples all at once. But when you do that, you concentrate all the sugars into the liquid. You throw away the fiber and you drink it in about 5 minutes. And it's highly concentrated. It's rapidly absorbed. That combination is lethal to the liver, because in this situation, you overwhelm the capacity of the gut to convert to some of the fructose to glucose, and over 90% of that fructose is taken up by the liver in the exact same mechanism by which the liver clears alcohol from the blood. The liver clears fructose in exactly the same way, and it enters it into the same metabolic pathway to produce fat in the liver from that fructose. So now you have a new disease called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Most liver disease used to be from alcohol. Now they've labeled it non-alcohol, but they could have labeled it fructose fatty liver disease, because it's the fructose that gets taken up by the liver and converted to fat and causes all kinds of problems.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. I think the bottom line there is eat your fruit, don't drink it. That's something to get across to people there. Eating your fruit is far more beneficial, like you say, because of the fiber carrier there to help with the digestion. And